that place was way too sweet. I could barely eat it. And I think that affects the taste. I think these go together. If you're making it too creamy, you kind of lose some of that matcha essence. Okay, I'm standing outside of Tea Master. I'll show you my scale. These are the ratings. I think I prefer, like on a hot day, I prefer this. Is there someone behind me? No. This is very creamy.
But the thing might go down on us.
Okay. So you might ask, what are my qualifications for doing this review? And I don't have any qualifications except for my taste bud. Otherwise, I know nothing. For taste, we have bitter to sweet, texture, gritty to creamy, vibe. I can either stay all day or I need to call my therapist. Actually, I revised the scale. What would make me call my therapist is probably the parking, not the vibe. Easy, hard, price, what the fuck, or wow, really? Customer service, not so nice, or nice. So that's the scale. Okay, I'm standing outside of Tea Master and the parking was horrendous. We drove around and we couldn't find parking anywhere. Then we drove into this little area where they have like a parking situation and I can get my parking validated. I don't know where I put my card. I lost it already and I don't know where it is. And I can get it validated if I get a soft serve here. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And then hopefully this is worth it. Oh my God, is that Ryan Gosling? No. If you're enjoying this review, my name is Geraldine. I'm from New York. I'm living bi-coastally and exploring both cities and loving it while I'm living in both places. Please subscribe and like this video, and that way I know to make more content like this.
Oh, this guy's trying to go to the matcha place too.
At the light, turn right onto South Central Avenue, then turn left onto East 1st Street.
That was hard. Now we're going to the other place. These two places are both in Little Tokyo. Is this person trying to get out? I'll be kind to you. Go. Go. But do it quickly.
He's not doing it quickly.
Okay, but my kindness windows closing. The customer service was excellent. They gave me a number and they brought it to me. And they saw that I was holding
right.
They saw that I was holding the parking in my hand. And she said, would you like me to validate my parking? Because I could have easily forgotten. It's happened. Do the scale. The three main things are the taste, texture, and vibe. For Tea Masters, the taste was really good. To me, it felt very authentic. Inside the place, you could really, it was like a little shop. I imagine in Tokyo. I've never been to Tokyo, but I imagine these are like the little shops that you might find in Tokyo. And they had the little mixer and they had the bowls and they had kits, and it was very beautiful. And the texture between gritty and creamy, it was on the more creamy side. So like, yeah, I would say down here. The vibe was really excellent. Like, I could stay all day. So I'm going to put that down here. The parking that kind of ruined the vibe for me. I'm going to give it an X. And I really couldn't even find parking. And honestly, I would have spent more time. So nervous about my car that I just like got my matcha soft serve and got the heck out of there. And then I just went back to my car. So the price was $5.75. So I'm going to put that as average. And the customer service was really excellent. I'll give that 3 checks because she noticed that I was holding my parking and I would have forgotten to validate my parking. So they were very, to me, that was like a step up for customer service. It wasn't just friendly. It was like, let me make sure that you're taken care of in this situation. For that reason, I would go back. I just wouldn't necessarily park inside, even though they validate your parking. I couldn't find parking in there. So I'm at Midori, and it's like basically 8 minutes around the corner from Master Tea. Oh. Hi. Relax. It has like a lot of wood, and that makes me feel like, I don't know, I'm connected to the earth or something. And the parking was a little easier. We did find like there's a lot of construction going on, so we found a spot that was like happened to be in this construction site. Anyway, it is like a kind of crowded area because it's Little Tokyo. Seating, a nice counter space where you can just chill and do some people watching. I got a matcha swirl with vanilla rose. It has like a frozen element, almost like an icy element, which kind of balances it. Try it with the vanilla. I like just the matcha because it has that icy, refreshing element. I don't really care for the vanilla rose. Can I just ask you a question about the flavors? Just like it's too fragrant. I feel like I'm eating perfume. I really thought I was gonna like I like the icy. I do like the icy one. Okay, so Midori, they were, let's see, where's my scale? I'll just write it in. Midori was, really had that matcha authenticity. It was a little bitter, but I feel like it wasn't off-putting. It wasn't so bitter that I was like, I couldn't eat it. The texture, it was icy, actually. It was more on this side, which I think if you're having like a really hot day, then you might want that. It was very refreshing rather than the creamy. So it's not necessarily a negative, but the vibe was excellent. Although parking was not as bad as Tea Masters, but it is Little Tokyo. So, I'll say like, it was possible. With a little effort. It was better than Tea Master. Price was $6. of the matcha and $6.50 for the swirl. Customer service, not so nice. I don't like to be upsold, and they really try to hit it hard with the matcha blondies and the matcha floats. And you know what? I'm coming in for matcha. They tried to sell me, and I don't like that.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat. Stop lying. I know you're playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go. Truthfully, the game that you've been playing felt so real to me.
I feel like this experience, it was almost like a standalone experience. I almost feel like it's unfair to rate this one because it's impossible to separate the experience from the taste. You know, like I can't just say like I'm gonna go there only for the matcha soft serve. So, and I'll tell you why. The taste, it was a little bit more creamy, right? And it was a little bit sweet. So I would say that was here. But it did taste authentic, and that was good. The vibe was, I mean, the experience was really, it was like a thing. I feel like I was a part of like a thing, like an experience. It was really, it wasn't just like, I mean, it was like designed for mass, but someone really took a lot of care to really think about those factory-made iron template producing fishes. I mean, that was incredible. And then like just seeing how they made it, it was really cool. So the vibe, I would say, is like up here. Wait, what happened to my marker? Okay, getting confused with my markers. Okay, so I would say, yeah, it was a little on the sweet side. It was definitely creamy. The vibe was like really outstanding. I'm gonna give them like a star. The parking, it was okay. It took a little bit of effort, but we did it. The price, $4.50 for a single scoop. So I would say that's really amazing. But you really are there to get the upside down. That is the fish with the matcha in it, and then they put like Nutella or custard, like they line the inside of the fish with that. I mean, that is really wow. And I think they could actually make it less sweet because of that extra stuff, but that's the combination. So that brings it to $6.50 for the wait, hold on, is that right? $6.95. But you're getting the fish, and it's cool. For $7, it's really quite an experience. Yes, I would go to Somi Somi.
Need me, just let me know. You're leaving your car, got lost in your heart. I'm falling apart. Stop lying. Don't know who you are, baby, anymore. I'm dying. I know you're playing.
think it's Matcha Cafe Mako. The taste was through the roof. It was really exceptional, I would say. And the creaminess factor, it was like here. No. It was more like here. It was like not too creamy. And I think that affects the taste. I think these go together. You know, if you're making it too creamy, you kind of lose some of that matcha essence, right? And then the vibe, it was fine. If that place wasn't across the street, I would have been happy to sit there. It's just that there wasn't a lot going on. Anyway, the energy felt like, The taste really exceeded all of these other things if I'm just rating the matcha itself. And then the price, this was a little high actually. But you know what? For like $1 extra, I was willing to pay for like really great matcha soft serve. Customer service, they were fine. Nothing really to talk about.
I once believed that you could be my destiny. Baby, you are really hurting me.
We're in Claremont, which just makes me happy, so here we go. Oh my God, these spoons look like little shovels. Reminds me of our organization, our not-for-profit that we started.
I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know and I'll go. I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know. You're leaving your car, got lost in your heart. I'm falling apart, stop lying. Don't know who you are, baby, anymore. I'm dying. I know you play your part,
That's good.
baby, it's breaking my heart.
It's creamy. Has a good texture. I kind of wish there was a little bit more matcha flavor. It's not too sweet. Parking is a little hard to find because we're in Claremont, but we did find a spot. Pretty good. I would give it like an 8. No BB, I think it's, I'm probably butchering all these, but No BB was in Claremont, such a cute location. To me, that really does add to the vibe. I didn't even really taste the matcha, to be honest. It was a little too creamy for me. It wasn't, like, the sweetness factor was okay. It wasn't unbearably sweet, like organic place. This wasn't bad, but it barely tasted like matcha. Like Jude said he could taste the matcha. It was like, it could have been anything. I don't know. It just had like a hint of matcha. It wasn't like matcha. $5.65. It was moderate, so fine. Customer service, they were nice. Okay. No BB. It was it was a little too creamy for me.
Now I see, baby, you're
Okay, I'm gonna put it over there. It was definitely more creamy. I'm not sure if that's why it wasn't as authentic, but the vibe was fantastic. I'm gonna put that up here. And the parking, it was a little tight, but it was possible and pleasurable, right? So I didn't feel like hectic. Whereas in Little Tokyo, it's possible, but I felt stressed. Like maybe I needed to call my therapist.
I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know if you don't need me?
We just arrived in Koreatown. It was a little long getting here, but we're here, and there is parking in the back, but it's like 3 cars, so it's not a lot.
Who is she? How can you reject me so damn easily? Who are
So it was very sweet, and I like the sprinkles. If you like cones, this is a really cute place to just pop into if you're in Koreatown. But between this and Somi Somi, I would go to Somi Somi because it's like a little less sweet and it has those cute fish. So, and I wanted to go to this place, Organic Bumzan. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but okay, the place was adorable. So I would say the vibe was so cute. It was very cute. Once I was inside, they had all these cones covered in Rice Krispies, very fun, very boutique-y feeling. And the taste, it was way too sweet for me. So that they got a hit on that one. I could barely eat it. It was really a disappointment. Texture was more creamy, more on the creamy side. The parking was, let me get my red pen. Okay, they did have a parking spot, but it was so tight that I almost felt like it was a hazard. They shouldn't even have people go into that little space. There was like 3 parking spaces, and I like literally getting out of that spot was like, I really felt like I needed to have a therapy session after that. Seriously, it was harrowing and upsetting for everyone who was in the car with me. So that was not good. And it ruined the vibe. So to me, no. The price, it was fine. Actually, I remember being like, wow, really? So I think there's like a challenge of like retaining the essence of the matcha without it being like bitter or gritty, you know? I think it's a little bit of it's like not an easy task, that combination, right? Because the matcha like itself is so like of the earth, let's just say. And I think to get the blend just right, it is not an easy task. I think they did it so well. Unfortunately, it's like a little bit out of the way, but there is another location. Okay, Matcha Cafe, they are the winners in terms of the taste and the authenticity. They had the most authentic matcha. If you know of another matcha place that will beat this one, please let me know. But this one was fantastic. Second to that is Somi Somi. I almost feel like it's a different thing altogether, but if you have the chance to go to Somi Somi, do it just for the experience. And if you're with family or like a date, it's like a really fun thing to do. Or whatever, if you're just alone and you just want to go and check out these fish waffles and fill it with matcha ice cream, I mean, how can you go wrong? So, but in terms of like the matcha itself, Cafe Mako, they're the winners. I remember it being like $7.65, and I'm like, And they also had this option of having like gold leaf on your. I didn't do that because it was like aesthetic, but they are like, and they weren't like particularly. I don't know. The place didn't seem particularly like authentic, but their flavor was so good that it really, like, all those other things dropped away. They really did. And I don't know if it's because I took my matcha across the street to the place that had the good vibe, but the flavor was impeccable and the texture was perfect. It was really spot on, and I would go back there.